Um, Maxim number 49. Romance isn't foreplay. Romance is, at best, seasoning on an established sexual relationship. Remember the formula in the real world: it's sex first, then relationship, maybe. Sex has to come first. And you always see girls get this messed up, especially if they've been pumped and dumped. They start wanting to front load, at least in theory, the romance or the establishment of a relationship or commitment. And none of that can be established without some interpersonal chemistry and sex happening first. All serious relationships start as casual sex. If you look at every serious marriage, every long-term relationship, anything that's lasted decades or how did you? Well, we hooked up at a party, and then, I thought she was interesting, so I kept going out with her, or I met her online, and I had to take her out 2 or 3 times, and then we started banging, and then I just like being around her, so we just. At about 12 weeks, she goes, "What are we?" And I go, "Well, let's just be boyfriend, girlfriend." That's always the story. When you start really asking, you'll see consistency with this, that it's sex first, then relationship. And romance, the cards, the flowers, sprinkle it in randomly and rarely, or I think it might be liberally, like very unpredictable. Girls, even the best girls that really do appreciate your efforts, will become used to it, not bored, but maybe not as appreciative as they should be when it becomes expected. So when you do the gift giving, and I always tell guys, test it out. I mean, you can always start off with like a handwritten card, or write a dirty poem on a napkin and give it to her. Test her reaction, and then you can kind of grow from there. Again, you want her chasing you, because that's where girls are happiest, when they're pursuing men, and the men are either unaware or actually running in the opposite direction, but begrudgingly giving a little bit of their attention to her. That's when girls are happiest, when they're chasing high value men, or a high value man that she feels is attainable. But for your side, most guys, at least in our little realm, tend to have the asshole streak pretty strong, and that romance tends to balance it out. You want to do that 80-20, even maybe 90-10, but about 10% of it you need to be somewhat romantic, a little bit of beta. A little bit of beta goes a long way, is how I should say it. Again, because girls, it kind of throws them off. There's too much. They go, "Well, I don't know if he's really the guy that I thought he was." So don't get yourself in trouble. And guys are natural and inclined to, they're the real romantics. Girls are. They're very practical. They're like, can this guy afford me? Can he afford kids? Is he going to be around? Is he healthy? They're like mercenaries about it. And they have to be, because so much rides on the man that they choose. So that's the real deal. On Maxim number 49, romance isn't foreplay. Romance is, at best, seasoning on an established sexual relationship. And again, it can be, I always say be cautious and have rules as far as like fuck buddies or friends with benefits. I mean, these girls are for sex and fun only. You start doing the romantic stuff with them, and it really confuses them. And then a confused girl, and you don't make any commitment, or you don't start moving her to like a girlfriend candidate, she's going to get mad and quit. And that's all there is to it. So always know that, girlfriend candidates, girls that you already have an established exclusive relationship with, that's the real deal. Let's see, Bakes Online. Let's see what you got, buddy.